Hi, today I'm going to have a go at making cream soap. I've not made it before, but I've got my crock pot on. I've put it on high, and in there that's melting is the stearic acid, coconut oil, olive oil, shea butter and the glycerin. So that's melting away. I'm going to leave that on high for a bit. I have put together my potassium and sodium hydroxide and my water. I've kept some water out so that I can add it at later stages when hopefully it starts getting thick, to help it to stir easier. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I've mixed the potassium hydroxide and the sodium hydroxide together, and the reaction with the potassium hydroxide is really weird. It's I put the sodium hydroxide in first, and that was fine. And then I put the potassium hydroxide in, and it sounded almost like, you know, when a kettle starts to boil. That's how it sounded. I've not had experienced that before, but I seem to be making quite a large batch, and I didn't realise. So maybe it's because of the sheer volume of potassium hydroxide that I've used. But it doesn't feel hot like sodium hydroxide will get hot. So it feels okay to work with. It was just sort of a little bit off-putting, and it stinks. It doesn't stink. It's sort of like you can feel it through your mouth thing. So yeah. Let me cough. Right, so I've not done this before, so whatever happens now is totally out of my control. So I've got spoons, stick blender. I always use a sieve. Don't know why. Still got it on high. I don't always turn it down to low. It might be worthwhile. I'll turn it down to low. I can turn it up if I need to. So I'm just gonna pour it in. This is quite a lot of water. So that's in there. I don't mess about, just whack it all in there. I'm going to go to the sink. Yeah, it has made me cough a little bit. Oh, so it seems to be doing what it's supposed to do. I don't really know, I've only going by what I've seen on YouTube, and I think it looks okay. It was good. It should start turning like lumpy. Don't know where it'll go. I'm hoping it goes mashed potato. Not like a really stiff mashed potato, because that means I'm doing it right. I know that some people have to stick blend it to get the lumps out, but mine's not lumpy. This is not lumpy at all. I did a 10% water discount, so that as I'm going along I can add water to it. So what we're doing, so I put it back on high. I'll put it back on high. See, mine's really quite fluid. This happened to me when I did liquid soap. Mine was completely different to all the ones I've seen on YouTube. Completely different, but it worked out lovely. Okay, well I'm just going to keep stirring it, and I might stick blend it and see if I can get it to, I don't know, it's not doing anything right now. So I'll give it a little stick blend and I'll come back. Okay, so I've been stick blending it now for about 3 minutes. I just wanted to show you the kind of consistency it's at. So it's sort of going like curdly, and I think that's correct. So it's sort of like semolina. Something like that. Reminds me of ready break. So if you get that where you are. So yeah, if you can sort of see that consistency. So I'm going to do a little bit more until it's smooth and creamy, and then I'll come back. So it's quite smooth and creamy, so what I'm going to do is pop the lid on, turn it down to low, and come back in half an hour. Okay, just gonna, now I'm going to give this a stir. It's been 45 minutes, so let's pop that off there. And it's gonna get, that's it, that's the one. Oh, it's going well, it's going really well. That is really good. I'm not doing any stick blending, not until it's, I don't even think I need to. It's got like a pearly colour to it. Kind of like, I suppose it's kind of like going a little bit like Vaseline, but I have made creamy soap. La 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 la, not a dupe. Cool. Back in a bit. It's gone like proper Vaseline. It's properly. Oh, can you see that? Yeah, it's like Vaseline. I have to put the rest of the water in now because I left it out because I thought it would be much harder to stir. But it's absorbing the water. There we go. Okay, so I just wanted to show you it's the next day. It's not a total 24 hours, but it's the next day. And it's relaxed a lot. You can see that it's not white, and that's because I've only put 15% stearic acid in. And the reason I only put 15% stearic acid in is because when I researched it a little bit, it's quite drying on the skin apparently. So I didn't want it to be drying on the skin. I want it to feel nice and not obviously nice on the skin. But after reading again, I've found out that if you want white and fluffy, creamy cream soap, you have to put at least 50% stearic acid in, and I haven't. I've put 15% in. So I'm going to whip some of this up because it's quite relaxed actually. Actually, I'm not going to whip it up now. I'm going to whip it up in a bit. I'm going to give it like another you see, because there is white parts in it. I'm going to give it like another 3 hours, and then that'll be a full, a full 24 hours then. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm slightly disappointed, but let's see how it whips, and then, okay, I'll be back. Okay, so I've put some of the cream soap in there. It's still a little yellow, but it's got much paler than from this morning. So I'm going to whip it up, and fingers crossed it works. I'm not sure. My KitchenAid has a mind of its own. Maybe I should do it a bit faster. I think I need more in there. Yeah, it's all sticking to the sides, it's not really doing anything. I'm going to put some more in. Okay, so I think I've had a breakthrough. It's took me about 15 minutes to get it to this stage, and it's now like really stiff mashed potato, and it's a lot lighter than if you're looking at that one's quite yellow. I don't know if you can see that. That's yellow and quite pliable and like a Vaseline, and this one is a lot lighter and it's like really hard mashed potato, really hard, like, and it has actually doubled or tripled in size. There's quite a lot in there, but I had to put a lot in there because my KitchenAid is quite deep and it all gets stuck in the mix a bit. So I was thinking about maybe using the whisk, but I think it'd be worse in the whisk. So yeah, so we've had a breakthrough. So what I'm going to do is finish whipping it, put it into a bucket with a lid, and then date it, and then every few days I'm just going to stir it. Okay, hope you like my video. It's a nice big bowl of creamy soup, creamy soup, creamy soup. I'm quite pleased with myself actually. Yeah. Looks cool. What? I was going to say something and I have forgotten. Oh. Let's get it off there. Oh, let's get that off there. It's quite heavy. I say that's probably done. Oh yeah, I'm not doing a tutorial. I wouldn't even envisage myself telling somebody how to make something. I'm just showing you what I did, being a cream soap novice. Bye.